What view? That view?
Can you not spin it around and get that one?
I just don't want to hold my phone under the water.
I don't blame you. Just spin it around.
Hello, everyone. We're meeting for our regular Sunday night Energy Healing Live. Come on in. We're in Yelapa this week, and Jeff and I are currently in a ocean water hot tub, but we're going to do this. We're going to show up for our community. So over there, you can see the ocean. It's so beautiful here. We got here on Friday. We came to Mexico. And this is the location that we do retreats in. So our spiritual medicine retreats, our energy healing retreats, our functional medicine retreats, this is where we're at. So we can start to give you a little bit of a tour. So you can't really see all the retreat, but those are some of the casitas where you can stay. All the nature around. Jeff just got back from dinner. So he went to one of the local places and had some cuisine. But when we come here, if you've been, let me know if you can hear me okay. I know it's kind of loud with the waves. But when you come here, all the food, if you've been through my symptomless program, you're healing chronic illness at this retreat location. So wait till you guys see this. The pool, all the food is symptomless approved. So you can, there's a juice bar. That is actually the juice bar right, if you can see it, right over there. Right. Oh, my finger doesn't work going backwards right there. She made my juice. So all the food is symptomless approved. It's a wonderful place to be. Yeah, and we're just going to hang out here tonight for the Energy Healing Live. So come on in. And tonight our theme, what I really want to talk about is what is healing. I think on every Instagram and TikTok account, you can hear, to heal and we need to heal and we need to heal our bodies. And yes, our physical bodies, so that we have the energy and the frequency to carry out really what we came here to do. And then also heal our mental, emotional, spiritual bodies. But put simply, to heal is just really to become more and more of yourself. And this place in Yelapa, Mexico, does a really great job to help us open up our hearts and do that. I mean, think about like crystals, are really popular for healing, but look at all those rocks. Jeff and I were laying out on the rocks earlier today, recovering from the dancing and the fun part last night. Say hi, Jeff. He's had quite the day of recovery. So yeah, and we come here. Well, Jeff and I come a lot, and I'll be here just to do personal solo work, but we come here. We have 2 retreats per year in January. So this coming January is the autoimmune healing retreat, and then the next January, the week after that, so same January, autoimmune healing retreat. Then we have our spiritual medicine healing retreat. So those are a little bit different. One's more focused, smaller groups. It's about the basics on how to heal your body from chronic illness. And then the later retreat, we still do excursions and we still do activities, but it's more about your spiritual medicine piece. So both of those are on my website, and you can see which one speaks to you and what you feel like would be a better fit for you. We'll be here the month of January 2023. So, okay. Do you want to talk about how we get here and like what? So I think talking a little bit about the journey it is to get here. We take a plane so we're from Kansas City. So you get off the plane, you get a taxi, and then from the taxi, you go to the pier, and you see a whale?
We're back.
Oh, okay. It's whale season right now. So, and then I'll see everyone so Jeff can see. Don't hide, Jeff. And then from the taxi, from the pier, you take a water taxi, which is just short for a boat, and then you get over here to the island, and then there's like a little cobblestone path. I mean, there's no cars. You get around by horse or by moto, and so it's an adventure getting here, and that makes it part of the fun. But what really happens and what we want to talk about here is why, like, what does it mean to heal, and how do we heal when we come here? I think, Jeff, you said it well earlier about, Chris said Jeffrey.
What up?
From one little ginger snap to another.
This one's burnt.
He is burnt. I'm a little burnt too. We weren't ready.
Absorbing too much sun.
Yeah. What happens with Why do you think like people heal so much? Like, what do you think happens with like the matrix and what we were talking about earlier on our walk? Stand up.
Stand up. It feels so good to lay down. Things are slow here. It gives you the opportunity to, I would say, shut out the outside noise, focus on yourself, really look at what's calling and speaking to you at the time. Our daily life is so busy and we're forced in so many different ways. We don't have that here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think last night we went dancing, which was fun. We've never done that before, but
It was so fun.
Yeah, but today's been a lot of, we laid on the rocks for a while, we went for a swim, we went to the market, we came back, and I mean, that's really been most of our day to day.
I think for us, it's like seeing how much the matrix grips us at home. Like I've even been still kind of in that go mode. And while I know you had to send the emails, you're like, I got to get this done. done. And here, I was telling Jeff, I was like, I'd like to do a research study on the stress levels. The waves are muffling Jeff.
Sorry.
He doesn't enunciate.
I don't. I'm humble like Jen.
Jeff calls me a mumble rapper because around the house I just go around and mumble, but that's fine. But when you're here, thanks for letting me know, Emma. That's really helpful because I was like, are we going to be able to hear? We actually have up on the yoga deck. I don't know. It's like way up there. There's a group here doing like chanting and singing and like a different kind of yoga. So we were going to do it on the yoga deck, but they have a beautiful ceremony going on up there. So anyways, just like I still feel it a little bit, you know, when you're here, like how much the matrix has a grip on you. And all that really means is I still like to really fully surrender and come down and relax.
Yeah.
Now, I think when you're here, what I'm seeing, we're just here for fun, vacation, to hang out with our friends that live here and like go fishing, go dancing, like do some of the things that when we're hosting retreats here, we don't always get to do because we're busy leading people. So those who are just coming on, I'm going to show you the ocean. That's what you're hearing. That's what's so super loud right now.
That's what mumbles me.
That's what mumbles my little mumble rapper. And Jeff's here. Come over here. But for us, just hanging out here, we're not necessarily in retreat mode, but the matrix still has a grip on us. So when we talk about energy healing, when we talk about meditation, it's an opportunity to just escape this. Think about the world like a simulated reality, right? So what you think you're going to get back, what you believe you're going to see. And that's really important when it comes to healing our bodies with chronic illness. So if you are think about like the Sims, right? Like life is kind of like the Sims. If you're believing that your Sim is going to get sick and not have the foods it needs and not have the doctor's care that it needs, that's going to be the reality. But here, it gives you a really good look at like what actually has to get done. The people here are just, it's different.
Yeah, priorities are different.
You have to talk into the camera, babe. People don't get like as stressed. And even when you order, like, okay, so the restaurant. So last night we went and, think about American restaurant. Oh, I think we're back. Sorry, guys. Mexican internet. So we're at Los Abuelos, which is like the nicest restaurant that they have here. And there's no really formal waiting area. They get you seated, and we met someone there, and they just hung out with us at the table.
Met him again at dinner tonight.
Oh, you did?
I knew everyone in the restaurant, all 4 tables.
Yeah. Like
and I've only been here since Thursday. Friday.
Very small town, but so they get you seated, and they don't right away, come up and take your order. Like, it's just the matrix has a different grip on people here. And coming here, it really helps me to see, like, how am I feeling? How am I thinking? Am I in my body? What's going on? So today, I'll just lead us through a gentle energy healing using the energy that comes from Yelapa. We can do, if anyone wants to come on after and wants some healing from the group, we can do that. But getting into our bodies, getting out of the matrix for a second, it goes a long, long way. I think tonight, honestly, since we got here Friday, even being here on vacation, like that energy tries to grip you and make you have a schedule and make you run place to place and make you be conditional. Well, before I can have fun or before I can do this, I have to go do X, Y, and Z. So yeah, So take a moment when we're going through this healing, and I'm going to move over there so the waves aren't so loud, to just notice that about your life and what you're feeling. So, okay. Let me set this up. You guys will have to tell me if you can hear me still. I'm going to prop my phone up on a towel. And I don't know if this is going to work very well. I don't have my fancy ring light like I do at home. And you can tell my skin is really burnt. The green juice here is so good. I'm gonna make it for you. Okay, can everyone hear me okay? If we're here, and drop a heart or a comment if you can hear me okay. Okay. You're good on this one, thank you. Okay. So go ahead, I'm gonna try to meditate in this hot tub. Oh my gosh. It's ocean water and it's warm. And my goal is to not drop the phone. So we'll see. Okay. And also it'll be different because I'm not seated. Okay. So go ahead and get in your comfortable place. We'll start the healing, start the meditation, and then after, if anyone wants to come on and receive healing from the group, receive intuitive healing, whatever they need, we'll create space and time to do that. Begin by taking a deep breath in. See if you can catch the cadence of the waves with your breath. So you'll feel the sound, hear the sound pick up as the tide splashes into the shore. Feel the sound go out. Start to mimic your breath. Inhale, the tide going back out to sea. Exhale, the tide crashing back up on the rocks. Can't hear anything? You guys will have to let me know. Okay. Another deep belly breath in. Start to feel the skin on your face begin to drop. Your fingers and your toes come into total relaxation. Moving to your elbows and your knee joints, relaxing. Feel the muscles in your arms, your biceps and your triceps. Feel the muscles in your legs, your quadriceps, your hamstrings. Come down and totally relax. Moving this relaxation central into your body. Allow your breath to drop your belly down. To relax your hips and your pelvis. The top of your head release. And on a physical level, just notice how your body feels. Pay attention to the pads of your feet. Relax your ankles. Notice if one side of your body is holding more tension than the other. Notice if an area of your body feels tight. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, imagine all of your awareness coming back into your body, coming back from other places, from above, from other people's energy fields and agendas. All of your energy coming back into your body. Some of you might feel stuck on a stressful situation from the day. So go ahead and gently retrieve your energy from that place, pull on it. Like a thank you, this belongs to me. Bring your energy back into your body. Reconnect with your breath. Notice by just bringing yourself back into your body, matrix or distraction or disillusion, fear, busyness, stress, worry starts to lose its grip on you. Take another deep belly breath in. As you exhale, land another layer deeper into your body, into the heart space. Notice how you're feeling. You're feeling anxious or worried. You're feeling happy. Feeling how the physical body feels. And then moving into the emotional body, which is located in your heart. The emotional body can create dysfunction, illness, disease in the energy fields if we're shut off from it. Our emotions can create toxicities and confusion in our tissues. Imagine going through your day and you've had to repress or suppress how you feel. And right now in this moment, you get the opportunity to feel it just for this moment. And then when you leave the four walls that surround you in that room, you can let it go again. Notice if you're living in a baseline of a little bit of fear, a little bit of anxiety, and that's okay, we can clear it. Take a deep belly breath in. As you exhale, move it up into your mind, another layer deeper into your mental body. Imagine opening the doors to a museum and you're watching all this electrical activity in the mind. You're looking at the images, the patterns. What does it feel like? What does it look like? What's here in the mental body? You can imagine turning that electrical activity from active and bright and busy. Imagine turning the dial down on a light switch and watching this area go black. Take another deep belly breath in. As you exhale, stay in your body. Recheck in with the body, the heart space, the mental body. And then move just outside of the mind. So we've gone deep within the body to the heart, to the mind. Moving just outside of the mind till you're in your spirit. So imagine you're hovering 1 to 3 centimeters above your body. around and outside your body. You're in your aura. Do an assessment here. What does your spirit look like to you today? What does it feel like? Another deep belly breath in. Just notice how you feel. Most of you will probably see that your spirit is actually very, very bright, and that your densities, your disconnections come from the physical, emotional, and mental body. If there's fractions or you see darkness or holes in the spirit, then you might notice a layer of trauma, an energetic disconnection from God, from Source. So going back through the physical, your body, the emotional, your heart, the mental, your mind, and the spirit. Let's take another reevaluation. Where do you feel the outside world, the matrix, other energies have a grip on you? Does it go through all 4 layers? I'm feeling my own in my heart. Just find that energetic grip, that discord, that area of imbalance. Take a deep breath in. See if that grip will loosen. Another deep breath in. Exhale, just like when you were bringing that energy back into you, into your body. Just go ahead and shoo away. Loosen that grip. Bring yourself back by the waves. Imagine you're floating. You put yourself right here in this hot tub full of ocean, salt water. Maybe ask your spirit to show you what it feels like for just a moment to feel fully free. What that would look like for you. What healing is for you. Who you truly are. Who you're meant to become. And in that same breath, just asking your energy, is there anything I need to hear from you, from my spirit, today to get there? Ask for any divine words of advice or wisdom. Notice this escape from the matrix, this freedom, this energy healing can happen quick. It doesn't have to be in the perfect place, the perfect timing, the perfect way. It's just an awareness, a breath, a dropping in. Good. Another deep belly breath in. So exhale, start to come back through the layers, dropping into your spirit, your mental body, your emotional body, physical body, and then back to the screen. So coming back, feel free to write anything that you experienced. Where did you feel like your dysfunction was the most? Any comments you want to share? And just drop a heart if that felt good to you. And then last week, Jeff and I talked about how my intuition got me engaged in our engagement story. So we didn't have time to bring anyone on. So if there's anything that you want to talk about, share about, ask about, I know Emma, you might want to come on and talk about some of the work you're doing. You said your neck and head definitely. So in your physical body, I felt mine mostly in my emotional body, in my heart. So Chris, I felt the connection back to the energy of Yelapa. It's amazing here. I think one, you set the intention to heal when you come. And so that's the work, I feel that a little bit differently. Like us, Jeff and I being here on vacation to like kind of have fun. Like we're coming back to hang out with our friends, and that's been the focus. And the healing is still like, I laid down to take a nap this afternoon. I'm like, I feel it coming for me. And it will find you, and it will meet you wherever we're at. Your phone is a portal. That's what I was hoping. And I know we have a little bit smaller of our crew here tonight. And so I think the replay will be good. I'm going to try to save it, and fingers crossed that the Wi-Fi is good to us. But they upgraded the Wi-Fi here, so I hope so. I want everyone to, whether they can make it here for a retreat or not, to experience what it's like to heal in a place like this with all of the elements, the nature, the different healers, the water, the sacred geometry with the crystals or the rocks, the food, everything. You have, Jeff says the food, you have everything you need here. So it's okay. So Emma, I'm going to bring you on. I see your request. Chris, I love that you were able to catch this with us. So Chris has been here, and he's done our videos for the trip. And so you can go, if you're catching this replay, just scroll down on my YouTube. I have been connecting with my emotional body, really sinking into my heart space. That's where the magic happens, when we have the courage to feel what is in our heart space. We have to move through all the pain and the trauma and the wounding and what we're currently feeling, but in that space is who we truly are and what we truly want. And I think it's safe to say it'll be fun to put this on video and then see what happens over the years. But Jeff and I feel a strong pull, like, to somehow be involved here or in this physical location long term as a semi-permanent location for living and working and being. And but I wouldn't know that if I wasn't in my heart. But also having that in your heart and being aware of it makes it a little bit scary, right? To say that this is what I really want, and then if you don't get it. But Jeff and I were doing a meditation earlier, and I was like, let's just visualize our 2 next retreats we have in January, and these groups being really powerful, and the energy and who's going to be here. And right when I said that, he was closing down his phone. He's like, it's 444. So what you're seeking is seeking you. Okay. I'm going to bring Emma on and let her chat. I know she's got some things going on. Maybe. Emma, I'm trying, girl. Okay, there it is. There you are.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going good.
What's Kansas City like today?
Nice and sunny
Good.
and kind of warm. I think it was like 60 degrees. We went to Weston and played outside all day, so it was really nice.
That Chris talking about a portal. Weston's a good portal for healing and nature.
I felt like that magnetic. We went into the town, and I always feel really heavy and dense when I go there. And
Okay.
I've had like a really bad headache since I left there. And so I was like, do I have an energy hangover from Weston?
Probably. Well, tell us a little bit. I know you were sharing with me what you have going on, and that you're offering some healing, and that we've been doing a lot of work together, and you plan on going through my energy healing certification, and so you're starting to step into this work.
I am. I'm really, really excited. My goal is to help, which actually this literally just came through to me like 2 seconds ago, is to reconnect the soul to the body. Because we are so disconnected, living in the matrix, that we're always outside. And we need to tap back in and clear the densities in our energy field so that we can come back home to our bodies, to ourselves.
Safe place to be. I would love for you to tell us, and I'll kind of lead with this story, and then you can share as much or as little as you feel led. But we started our work together to heal your physical body. And then as you healed your physical body, new energy and emotional and mental opportunities, the more healing you had, the more things you had coming in, and you discovered some of your own energy gifts and healing, and then here you are. So is there any part about that you want to share about how you reconnected with yourself, your gifts, and just your journey, your healing journey, where it's
a big part for me has been not allowing the fears to run my life And the thing that scares you the most is usually the thing that will lead you to freedom in yourself, externally, in your gifts. That was a really big one that we were working on together. So, yeah.
Gifts before you started to really cleanse out your body and your cells were at a higher frequency?
I've always had a strong intuition, like a really strong gut intuition, but over the years, I pushed it down so much that I was completely disconnected from her, from my intuition.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just coming in like full force. She is here and she is ready to play.
And why do you feel like that's come about now? Being so connected with your intuition.
First, it was changing my diet. Um, really getting the junk out, the toxic stuff. And then it was breaking. I saw these chocolate marshmallow eggs earlier that they have for Easter. And I was thinking about it because I refer to my energy field as like this chocolate hard shell that I was so dense with trauma and suppressed and repressed emotions, and breaking through that is what has really led me to all of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When you talk about some of your biggest fears, were some of your biggest anxieties actually like part of your intuition, part of your gifts?
Absolutely. The biggest one that stands out for me is my fear of the dark. Um, I have always had a fear of the dark, and we found in office that day that it was not something to be scared of. It's something very sacred, I guess you could say, that soul's trying to come through to me. And it's me sensing energy and being very sensitive to energy.
Mm-hmm. And most
I,
people living with chronic conditions in their body or anxiety, autoimmune disease, you just don't feel well, you fear like social anxiety, fear being in big groups, leaving the house. A lot of that is just you're highly sensitive, and when we don't understand that, then we think something's wrong with us. And we're sixth sensory beings. If you're watching this or catching it, I mean, if you found your way and have been listening, you're highly sensitive, intuitive, empathetic person, energetically connected. And the truth of the matter is that nothing's wrong with you. We just live in a society that's set up for five sensory humans versus our sixth sensory selves, and that it doesn't make anyone greater than or less than. There's people who are different. There's souls that chose bodies that are highly sensitive to carry out the work that they're meant to do, and make uncovering that and the work that you're moving into.
yes. And I am so excited.
Was there anything that you want to like offer to the community or to share with them about what you're doing?
I am going to begin offering intuitive energy healing sessions. I will begin virtually offering them for now until I can get a space of my own in my community. Because
I know
that, yeah. Because my goal in this is to create the community that I didn't have necessarily in our area. My area is really needing that huge sense of connection and community. And so that's what I'm hoping to bring.
Yeah, interesting that your soul has chosen like a smaller town, not far from where I'm from, to be that kind of like light connection. Of if it's true about you, there's other men and women living in your community who are out of touch with this about themselves, or maybe don't understand themselves. Like that, you can look around and see your family is so different. Like, I mean, even being here, and we all ate, at the same restaurant last night. I'm a little bit more lax with my diet, but still eat the same when we're traveling. And my body today, I could feel my frequency go bump a little bit from some of the the vegetable oils and just the different things in the foods. Um, and it's like, gosh, why is something wrong with my body? But instead of that, looking at it like my body's really going to let me know when something's going to keep me at a higher frequency or if it's not. And just because the work that I'm meant to do, it takes a lot of energy, and you too, you feel that. And it's been, I know, it's been a back and forth dance for you with your body of like, I'm going to indulge and have this, and then I'm going to see that, okay, my body doesn't want it, but it's been you want to touch on anything on that journey? It's been really beautiful for you.
Um, it it has been a lot of back and forth, but I have a lot of awareness now around it, and knowing that if I'm going to go lower vibrational with my foods, that I'm not going to maybe feel the greatest, and my symptoms may come back up. When I am eating for my high vibe, I feel so good. It's like a natural life high. Like I
Mm-hmm.
never understood what people talked about before, and now it's like I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that it could be this good. Like it's amazing.
When you're like offering energy healing or doing the work on social media, does it make a difference what you frequency you feel your body in and the foods you're eating to be able to give the work?
Absolutely. If I
Mm-hmm.
am not eating high vibe, I am not producing the quality that I feel that I want to put out there to people, and I don't feel like my messages come through for others and myself as clear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's not so much one thing that feels really important for me to share is it's not so much like the diet culture and and to to put fear around foods, but a highly sensitive body, it's not dieting, it's attuning to what you need and respecting what your body's telling you, because eventually what happens with chronic illness is you ignore those signals for so long in your body, or you're not taught that they're important, like, oh, you're fine, that your lab work looks fine, everyone else eats these foods. Then that's when chronic illness inflammation builds up to protect you, so you no longer have those intense signals. Like if we went back to eating foods that we know disrupt us as highly sensitive people, eventually those signals will get quieter versus when you've had something you haven't had in a while, because inflammation's present. When inflammation's present, dysfunction starts to take place in cells, and that's when you have disease.
Yes.
So a clean body knows the difference. A healing body can be resilient and still have fun. So, well, Emma,
Yes.
before we go, tell us. I know you're offering some. So you're doing virtual one-on-one sessions. Anything on social media you want to share?
Um, I'm offering different. I'm going to do different size packages. So
Mm-hmm.
there's different offerings out there for others, depending on your wants and needs. Oh my gosh, sorry, somebody's outside and my dogs are going crazy. I am also going to offer in the packages individual. Sorry, I'm gonna walk to my room real quick. Um, individual intuitive coaching sessions as well, because in doing a lot of this work, I have um, gone through a lot of mindset work
Mm-hmm.
and changing and shifting the mindset that it takes to get here. And so that is another thing that I'm going to be offering in these packages as well, is the energy healing, or if you're needing the intuitive coaching guidance
Mm-hmm.
for situations that might be coming up, life stuff,
Yeah.
intuitive stuff. I'm really excited to help people tap back into their intuition and possibly start getting into the abilities and the gifts that they have, like we did together.
Yeah. Did you have any idea that this would be what came from healing your physical body?
I had no idea. I had no idea. I didn't even know that it was possible.
Yeah. That same story here. When I just started healing my physical body because I wanted to get back to work, and then all the energy and the gifts and the different benefits came through. So awesome. Well, thanks, Emma.
Thank
If you
you.
have questions, Chris said disease, but yeah, spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Questions or you want to come on for some guidance, just drop a request. I'll probably think we need to get up here for dinner here in a little bit. So I'll wait for a request for just a minute, and then I'm going to hop off and I'll post this replay in the YouTube, and then we'll be back next week. We don't have anything, Jeff, going on. It's kind of like eyes closed. We don't have anything going on next Sunday, do we? Yeah, we should be back. I can't think of anything. I don't have my calendar in front of me, and I haven't even thought about living so much in the moment until next week. But we'll be back with our 7 p.m.
It's actually 6 here.
It's 6:30 here, so that's why the time was weird, because we were supposed to go to dinner with a friend here, and we're like, wait a minute, because they don't do, Mexico doesn't, they're kind of behind. They don't do daylight savings until April. So we woke up this morning, and one device said one thing, and the other device said another. So we asked her, like, yeah, the time doesn't change until April here. So you guys are on a different time. That's why we did 7:30. But next week we'll be back at 7, and we'll keep this rolling. So Emma, when different people, new and old friends, come on live, Emma's usually one of the ones, commenting and giving, like, it takes a village giving intuitive guidance. So I'm always happy to do readings or help guide someone through their healing, through their process when we bring them on. Emma, Sam, Chris, Jess, Rafi, Carla. We have a really good community of people that are here to help each other. So, okay. Well, I think Jeff and I are going to go up and eat. Say bye, Jeff.
Bye. I'm in my own little world here.
He is. He was super zened out with the energy healing. So, okay. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, guys. Emma, hold down, Casey. I'll see you when I get back, okay?
Adios,
Bye.
amigos.
Bye.